I'm Broderick Greer, one of the clergy at St. John's Cathedral, and I'm joined today by David Vaughn, one of our members. David, thank you for being with us today.
Happy to be here.
So, David, you're a member of our grants committee. I would love to hear a little bit more about the work of the grants committee and how about 20% of our budget, our operating budget, goes outside of St. John's Cathedral.
Absolutely. So the 20% that goes outside of the cathedral is split into two buckets. About 15% goes to the diocese to support the diocese at large as well as initiatives within the diocese. And then another 5% is focused on local community organizations, mostly in the Denver area, but also across the rest of Colorado as needed and as appropriate.
Amazing. So, being relatively new to St. John's, I would love to hear a little bit more about why the way we budget, the way we use our money, makes you feel comfortable as a member.
Yeah, of course. I think it's really incredible to see such a meaningful amount of the operating budget for a place like this that obviously has heavy needs to upkeep the cathedral, has an incredible staff, and is very well staffed to be able to allocate such a meaningful percentage of that budget to local initiatives that support the people that are in the most need in the community that we live and operate, as well as the rest of the Episcopal Diocese here and help with their priorities is really special to me because it shows that it is not just a cathedral that's focused on its own internal membership and growing that membership and being the best singular cathedral that it can be, but being a beacon of light and a role model for the community and other organizations in the area.
So, David, with you being new, I would love to hear about what first drew you to St. John's and what keeps you engaged here.
I came from Washington, D.C., where I went to St. John's in Lafayette Square and have grown up in Episcopal and always grew up in a traditional, old, beautiful church that was very progressive and forward-thinking. And I decided to go church shopping in Denver, and I thought St. John's in Denver would be a great place to start because it had the same name as the church I started at in D.C.
That's sensible.
It was. It seemed like a good idea. And so I came here and was immediately struck by how wonderful the building is, how the services are very traditional, but welcoming in this really wonderful way. And immediately I was introduced to people. People came and said hi to me, learned about me. I took the tour of the cathedral and learned about the architecture, met a couple folks on that I've stayed in touch with, and immediately felt welcomed into this community that I have not felt in an Episcopal church since I was younger. And it has been really special to me. And then the more that I learn about the church, the more that I'm excited to be a part of it and play a part in its future. The involvement through the Grants Committee and other ways to give back to the community, its history with pushing forward progressive ideologies and supporting its community and people who are underprivileged and under-resourced really struck a chord with me, and it's just been incredible to get involved.
Well, David, we're so grateful you're here. Thank you for the big part that you play in the life of St. John's. And thank you for speaking from your heart to us today.
Of course, thanks for having me.